everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Kim at Touch of Magic, here for another Stamptember 2025 project. I'm going to use the My Boo stamp set. This is so cute. I don't have the dies, so fussy cutting will be my challenge for today. I'm going to attempt a little bit of no-line coloring today. So I'm going to stamp these in the EARL ink from Says Stamp. It's just a light gray, and then I'm going to color, and then I'm going to restamp either in a darker gray or in black. I'm not quite sure yet. So I'm just going to pick a few images. I'm going to color them. I might color on film, or I'm old film. I might color in the video. I'm not sure. I've never done that because I get nervous. But these are pretty simple, and really I'm just going to use some very light grays to kind of give the ghost a hint of shape. And of course the pumpkin, I think I'm going to do him. This is one of the backgrounds I've already made using I have to look at it, the Curvy background stamp. Now this one double stamped on me, and I embossed it anyway because I like the kind of movement of it, like air and ghosts was my thought. So we're going to cut that down. I'm going to color some of these. Stick around, let's see what we create. This is all on the fly. I'm just thinking of it as we go. And I have no particular plan. See what the stamps tell me they want to be today. So. I did get all of the main images on here. I don't have the frame. If I use that, I'm going to stamp it directly on the card and then probably pop a ghost into it. The stamps, these are all new. I have that tucked. So these are new. I haven't used them yet, so I'm just going to use a little bit of the wipe it with your hand technique to take off any of the manufacturing residue to get a better impression, or at least hopefully a better impression. I always lift the edge of my MISTI when I'm doing this, or stamp platform, whatever you use, so that I get a little bit more better contact. A little bit more better. That's good grammar. I do that so I get better contact with the stamps. I don't know if I'm going to color them all, but if I stamp them, I have them, because I will be ordering the dies as soon as I can. Get them clean. I'm going to leave them in here because I will very likely want to restamp when I'm done. So I'm going to set that off to the side. I mostly have Ohuhu markers. I do have most of the Altenew ones as well. I'm going to try bringing this down just a smidge. I hope I don't bugger this up. We'll see. I don't have a remote, so I'm physically having to move my camera. And I'm just going to pick a really soft neutral gray. This is the Ohuhu CG020 neutral gray. And I'm going to try just a little bit. I want just a soft bit of shading, just to make the ghost not be, you know, all white. Okay, I'm going to speed through the rest of this. Hang tight. So for me, I am not a fabulous colorist. I'm better than I was because the more you do, the better you get at it. I tend to start light and then add my highlights or low lights, I suppose, my shadows after. So I start with a light base and then I will darken up parts. My encouragement for you is keep it simple. It doesn't have to be the most spectacular coloring you've ever seen. Have fun, make things. That's the important part. Okay, back to the thing. Alrighty, that's probably the basic coloring for this one. I'm going to fussy cut and be back in a minute and see where I am. Okay, cut out, challenging, but we did it. I ended up coloring this little guy's wings a little darker because I think he just wanted them to be. I'm using the sentiment labels to cut out the sentiment that I stamped. I did free range stamp it, as Kathy Z likes to say. Getting better at that too. Okay, so we're going to give this one a cut. And, okay, a couple of sentiments cut out, and I'm going to decide what I'm doing with this. I'm thinking of making it just like a little one, like not a little card, but like the center panel being really tiny, really focal point focused. So I'm going to grab my dies. If we're containing it within a design here, then that would be a nice little vignette. So I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to pick a portion of the panel about there. Some low tack tape. And run that through my machine. And I think what I would like to do, that was the bigger one. I'm going to go up one more. These are the Waffle Flower A2 layering dies, and I think I'm going to do a dark blue to go with that one. I am going to mat that on here and give it a bit of a border and kind of act like a darker night sky in the background. I don't know. I just like the colors. I think they're going to work well. Liquid glue for these. Is usually my go-to, although, you know, you can use tape runner or whatever you have. So technique for this idea is that you can use just a few smaller stamps. They don't always have to be big graphic things or huge scenes that you build. That's not really my forte. I try to utilize what my skill set is or what I'm comfortable with, I guess, more than anything. That is going to be what I put together. I might pop him up so he looks like he's flying. So I've got just some, these are, I don't know if that's going to show, pretty decent loft on these, a little bigger than I use sometimes. But I want him to look like he's floating because he's a ghosty. Add a couple extra layers under here for some stability and a little extra dimensions, not a bad thing. And I will use my T-square for positioning here, and always my reverse tweezers. I would be lost without reverse tweezers. I probably have 5 pairs, maybe more. Okay. Weird. And that gives a resting place for the scene, a little bit of grounding in it. Now, what you can do if you're not sure of positioning, you can add a little liquid glue to the back, give it a little extra wiggle room. But I am just going to tuck her down. And I think him a little, oh, I forgot to color his eyes. Right back. Here we go. That looks better. Crafting on the fly, it's what I do. All right. Tuck that down there. So it's got my triangle, got 3 images. I like that for design balance. All right, and I think a little bit of bling and a card base. I have some of the Prism Positively Dazzling Gems. I have a top fold card base. This has a lot of white space around it, but I like it. I think it just tightens everything in. Again, I'm eyeballing this from behind, so. And then I think just a little bit of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there we go. I think we're going to call that the finished card. I have used the My Boo stamp set. I've done some fussy cutting. Okay. I have also used the Curvy background with a blue embossing powder on the back. A little bit of gray, a little bit of orange for Halloween, some blues to tie it in, the Prism Gems from Simon, and we're going to call that one good. Happy Stamptember. I hope you're having fun with all the releases and all the ideas. There's so much to be inspired by with the design team. Everybody just really goes all out, and it's so much fun. Thanks for stopping by. If you haven't already, a thumbs up is appreciated. And also, please feel free to subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And if you haven't already, you can hit the notification bell, and that will let you know the next time I'm putting out a video. I do try to do that regularly. And again, I am an affiliate for Simon Says Stamp, so my links are affiliate links in the description below. That means that when you shop my links, I do earn a small commission. That just helps support my channel. Hopefully I will see you again soon, and I hope you get some crafting time today. Bye.